This is Mike Christopher, and this is a quick video on how to log your catch using the iAngler Tournament mobile app. For those of you that have used the app before, the only difference you'll see this year is a change in the catch logging screen. For those of you that are new to iAngler Tournament, this will be an overview of how the catch logging process works. You start the app by pressing the iAngler Tournament icon, and it will bring you to the login screen. You'll enter your username and password. This is the same username and password you use on the website. You select the option to let me in. The system will log you in. If you have a tournament running right now, you're currently registered for a tournament, you'll automatically open up to that tournament. In this case, we're using the iAngler Tournament practice tournament that's open and available for all users. It's free, and we definitely recommend that you use it to practice logging catches before a real tournament starts. To log your catch, you'll use this button, the Log a Catch button. You'll press it, and you'll go to the catch logging screen. For those of you that have used iAngler Tournament in the past, the screen is a little different. You'll notice that we now have a blue iAngler Tournament logo sitting here in the middle of the screen. This is where the catch photo will be displayed. In the past, it was a smaller thumbnail that was in the corner. This year, we're introducing a bigger display, and we're eliminating one step. Rather than pressing that icon and the system asking you if you'd like to take the photo or get it from the album, now you can immediately use the Take Photo Camera button or the Get From Album gallery. I know most of you take photos with the phone and then release the fish and then log your catch, adding the photo from your gallery. If that's your practice and that's your preference, go ahead and select the green From Album Gallery button, and it'll show your photo gallery or your camera roll if you're on the using the iPhone. You'll select your photo, and it'll insert your photo into the catch logging screen. You notice this year the photo is a lot bigger, a lot more clear. Something that's new is this preview button. If I select that button, we actually use the phone's photo function, photo review function, and we can actually view the photo, we can enlarge it, we can manipulate it, move it around. And this way you can validate that you have the correct length. In this case, this is a largemouth bass, 18 3/4 inches. If I tap the photo again, I get the option to say done, and it returns me to the catch logging screen. The rest of the process is the same as previous years. The target species for the tournament is shown on the display. If there are more than one target species, if you press that option, say here where it's bass, if I press that, it will identify on a selector the other target species. In this case, it's bass, so I'll just say done. Now, we caught a largemouth bass, so barred sand bass is the first on the selector list. If I press that option, I then have the option to select largemouth bass down here. Just tap that, press done. That's entered in. Now for the length, I'll tap the length field right here, and I'll enter 18.75. For most of your tournaments, that's all of the data that has to be entered. If your tournament requires you to tag your location, you can press this green pin, and it will give you the option to get the location from the GPS or choose it from a map. If I take the option to get from GPS, it's automatically loaded into the catch logging screen. All of the other information on the screen, the division, my name is the angler, is automatically displayed. The researchers that we work with have asked us to add 2 questions to the catch logging process. You'll see those here, where the fish was hooked and the condition of the fish when it was released. In most cases, it was hooked in the jaw and it swam away straight and fast. You don't have to change those. Those are the default values. But in each case, there's a selector with additional options, so you can record the actual status of the fish. After that information is recorded, we're ready to submit your catch. You press the green Submit button at the bottom. Respond that you don't have any more changes to make. Yes, we're ready to submit. It takes a few seconds, and your catch is submitted to the tournament director for judging. Up here in the upper right corner, you notice there's an icon with a balloon with a number in it. I've been submitting practice catches all day. You notice there's an 11 there. If I press that icon, it will show me those catches that I've submitted. This is the catch that I submitted just a minute ago. And you'll notice that we have the larger screen, larger view, and we have the preview button here. If I press that preview button, again, I go to the smartphone's camera function. I can actually look at that picture. I can enlarge it. I can move it around, verify that that's the picture I wanted, tap the screen to go back, take the done option, and I'm back in the iAngler Tournament app. If I'm done with the review, I can go back and we're ready to log another catch. Press the log a catch button and it brings up that same catch logging screen. If I want to use the camera function in the app, I'll use the take photo camera button. Press that button, the camera is activated. This is a metal fish that's on my desk. I'll take a photo of it. I'll select the option to use the photo, and then that catch is shown in the screen. And again, I can choose my options on what species I'd like to submit. We'll say this is a common snook, and I'd say that that fish on my desk is about 6 inches long. We're actually done. I can press submit. No changes. Yes, I'd like to submit. And it's done. That's an overview of the catch logging process and the changes that we put in place to the catch logging screen for 2017. Good luck with your tournaments, and thank you for using iAngler Tournament.